Yeah, domain expert.
I just want to give you your flowers. I think it was 3 years ago you said you're not going to lose your job to AI. You're going to lose your job to somebody using AI. Right. And here we are. The entire conversation has revolved around this concept of agents making people superhuman and the business opportunity expanding and entrepreneurship expanding. You actually saw it pretty clearly. Yeah,
Have you changed your view?
Well,
Doomer
I'm not Doomer. I do have.
Love Doomer.
No, you can hold space for I think two ideas. One is there are going to be a
That's Spiral J. Cal, we call it.
No.
But that's just because he doesn't hang out with me enough.
But we've hung a little bit.
Be careful what
you don't talk about it.
He will show up at your breakfast table.
He'll follow you around.
I'm not asking for it. I'm just
follow
saying.
you around.
I'm not asking for it.
You can come with me and Tucker. We ski in Japan every January. Really? Love it. You and Tucker will go road trip.
Wow.
Okay. No, there is going to be job displacement, and then the question becomes, do those people have the fortitude, the resolve to then go embrace these, technologies? We're going to see 100% of driving go away by humans. That's a beautiful thing in the lives saved, but we have to recognize that's 15 million people in the United States, 10 to 15 million who are employed in that way, and so that is going to happen. Yes,
I think that jobs will change. For example, there are many chauffeurs today who drives the car. I believe that many of those chauffeurs will actually be in the car, sitting behind the steering wheel while the car is driving by itself. And the reason for that is because remember what a chauffeur does. In the end, these chauffeurs, they're helping you. They're your assistants. They're helping you with your luggage. They're helping you. They're helping you with a lot of things. And so I wouldn't be surprised actually if the chauffeurs of the future become your mobility assistant, and they are helping you doing a whole bunch of other
check
stuff.
into the hotel,
and the car's driving by itself.
The autopilot in planes created a lot more pilots and didn't take any of the pilots out of the cockpit.
Yeah.
Even though the autopilot is flying the plane 90% of the time.
And by the way, while that car is driving itself, that chauffeur is going to be doing a bunch of other work on his phone, and he's going to be making
arranging,
money
for example, coordinating a bunch of things for you, getting,
it's all the pie just grows in a way that.
So one of the things that yes, every job will be transformed. Some jobs will be eliminated. However, we also know that many jobs will be created.
Yep.
The one thing that I will say to young people who are coming out of school, who are concerned, who are anxious about AI, be the expert of using AI.
Yes.
How much? Look, we all want our employees to be expert at using AI, and it's not trivial, And so knowing how to specify, not to over prescribe, leaving enough room for the AI to innovate and create while we guide it to the outcome we want. All of that requires artistry.
You had this great advice to when you were at Stanford, I think it was, which is, I wish to you pain and suffering. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Fantastic. What's your advice to young people around what they should be studying? So if they're sort of about to leave high school, because now those are the kids that are at this really native, they haven't made a decision about college, what to study, if at all go to college. How do you guide those kids? What would you tell them?
I still believe that deep science, deep math, language skills, as you know, language is the programming language of AI
the
now.
Ultimate programming language.
And so as it turns out, it could be that the English major could be the most successful.
Yeah.
And so I think I would just advise whatever education you get, just make sure that you're deeply expert in using AIs. One of the things that I wanted to say with respect to jobs, and I want everybody to hear it, that in fact, at the beginning of the deep learning revolution, one of the finest computer scientists in the world, I deeply respect, predicted that computer vision will completely eliminate radiologists, and that the one field he advises everybody to not go into is radiology. 10 years later, his prediction was at 100% right. Computer vision has been integrated into all of the radiology technologies and radiology platforms in the world 100%. The surprising outcome is the number of radiologists actually went up, and the demand for radiologists is skyrocketed. The reason for that is because everybody's job has a purpose and its task. The task that you do is studying the scans. but your purpose is to helping the doctors, helping
Heal
the
the
patient
person.
diagnose
Right.
disease.
Right.
And so what's surprising is, because the scans are now being done so quickly, they could do more scans, improving healthcare.
Yes.
But doing more scans more quickly allows patients to be onboarded a lot more treated
Right.
a lot more quickly.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, because hospitals enjoy making money too,
Yeah.
Right.
they're doing more scans,
Treating more
they're
patients.
treating more customers and
Early
more
detection
patients.
becomes
Their
easy.
revenues go up,
Perfect
and guess
example.
what?
Perfect
Need
example.
more. Yeah.
And a country that grows faster, productivity increases, a wealthier country can put more teachers in the classroom, not less teachers in the classroom.
That's right.
You just give every one of those teachers a personalized curriculum for every student in the room. It makes them all
And the
bionic
monitoring.
and leads to a lot more.
Every single student will be assisted by AI, but every single student will need great teachers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Jensen, congratulations on all your success. And really, this is an incredibly positive, uplifting discussion. We really appreciate you taking the time for us.
He is the steward we need.
You are.
You are
I
the
think you
steward
need to
we've
be
been
more
looking for.
vocal.
No, I'm
Voice.
being very,
Be more
very honest.
vocal about the positive side of it. I think there's too much doomerism.
But I also think it takes the humility to have this level of success and be humble about we're making software, guys.
Yeah.
And I think that that's actually really healthy for people to hear. We have done this before. We have invented categories and industries
Yes.
before.
Yes.
We don't need to go to this scaremongering place. It does nothing.
And we get to choose, right? We have autonomy and agency. We get to pick how to
We sure do.
deploy this. Okay, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
On the All In interview. Okay. Well
That
done,
was
brother.
awesome. Thanks, man.
Good job.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
job.
That was awesome.
Good, good.
Appreciate you.
You guys are awesome.
Jensen,
Yeah.
thank
Look
you
at
for
this.
coming
Look
out.
at this big crowd behind you guys.
Man, I think they're here for you.